Hello, welcome to 30 Days of Yoga with Lydia. Today we're going to be flowing through a practice that's going to help with your balance and technique. Enjoy. Okay, so we're going to begin the practice today by focusing on your breathing. Let's start with a nice neutral spine. You can lie down or cross the legs. Bringing the hands to center or on the knees, whichever you find comfortable. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. And long exhalation through the mouth. Working through a few more in your own time. Allowing the shoulders to relax. Checking in with the body as you find some stillness. And then when you're ready, let's slowly open the eyes. So today we're going to work through some balances and some technique you can use to strengthen and help with alignment. So let's start off with a few shoulder rolls. Bring your shoulders up and away from the ears. Rolling backwards. Keep and lengthen the spine. And relax them down. Let's work through some head circles. If you haven't done much movement today, take these movements quite soft and gentle. And back the other way. And bring the head back to center once you're done. Bringing the body round now to all fours. So finding a comfortable position, knees come underneath the hips, hands come underneath the shoulders. We're going to take a big breath in as we tuck the toes, lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers, finding a nice alignment here as the shoulders come down and away from the ears. Bend into the knees and let's just pedal out the legs. Loosening off the hips and just getting a bit of blood flow into the lower body. Feeling a stretch as you bend and extend the other leg. And then let's walk the feet all the way up towards the hands. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, and slowly roll up through your spine, leaving the head last. Taking a big breath in as we reach the arms up. Exhale as you forward fold, coming all the way down. And inhale, let's find your halfway lift. So a nice neutral spine. The hands come onto the shins. Come up a bit higher if you need to keep that neutral spine. Ground in the hands. Let's step into your high plank. Engage your tummy muscles here. We're going to hold for another 10 seconds. Waking up the shoulders. Feeling the core muscles activate. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees and let's bring the hips straight back. We're going to tuck the toes, gently rock it forwards and back. As you bring the hips back towards the heels, we're going to loosen off the feet. So in every balance, standing balance, the foot is the foundation. So as you bring the hips back, let's feel a gentle stretch in the feet. You might feel it tighter in one foot than the other, but just ease your way into it. And when you're ready, let's walk the hands back into a full toe squat. Lengthening up through the spine, make sure all the toes are tucked under. Taking a big breath into the belly and let's find some stillness, allowing the shoulders to relax away from the floor, away from the ears. And on your next exhale, let's release the toes, ground the hands and just bring in some movement, circling off the ankles. Getting some blood flow into the area. Taking a big breath in as we tuck the toes, lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Hips are high. From here, we're going to step the right foot through, three-legged into your high lunge, Lower the back knee. And let's rock it forwards and back, loosening off the hips. Grounding that front foot as you inhale and exhale as you bring it back. Bringing some movement into the legs now, just checking in and see how the hips and legs feel. Keeping that front knee soft if you need to. And on your next inhale, let's bring it forward. So the front knee comes just over that front ankle. Let's tuck the toes, lift that back leg into a high lunge. Stepping the hands in front of the shoulders. We're going to stay nice and light on the fingertips as we slowly lift that back leg off of the floor into a standing split. You can keep it a few inches off the mat, or let's lift it up nice and high and see how high you can lift, keeping the hips square. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently lower it down, shaking out the shoulders. Big breath in as we bend into the knees. Let's come straight into your chair. Waking up the legs now. Feeling the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads as you bend and lower. Neutral spine, big breath in, keep reaching up with the arms, and exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to the floor, step or jump into your plank. Lower the knees if you need to, and let's work through a chaturanga. Pulling through to your up dog. And let's lift the hips straight into your downward facing dog. Hips come high. Nice neutral spine. Inhale as we step the left foot forwards. Lowering the back knee. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as we bring it back. Loosening off this left side. And ground in that front foot. Tuck the back toes. Inhale as we lift and lengthen that back leg. Stepping the hands just in front of your shoulders. Nice and light on the fingertips as we lift up your right leg. Finding a balance. Standing split. Lifting the leg high for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower. Shaking out the shoulders. Feet are facing forwards as we take a big bend in the knees, stand into your chair. Nice neutral spine. Staying strong in the legs. And exhale as we forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to floor. Step or jump into your chaturanga. And let's bring it back into your child pose. Relax the head and take any extra stretches here if you need to. Rocking the hips side to side maybe. We're going to come up into your first alignment drill. Finding all fours. Let's extend your right leg. Foot comes in line with the hip. This is a great drill for warrior 3. Staying strong in the shoulders, head in line with the spine. Either keep it here, or let's reach up with the opposite arm. Keep pressing up through that bottom hand. And exhale, lower. Straight into the other side. Lift and lengthen that left leg. Glute engaged. Either stay here or reach up with the opposite arm. Keep pressing through that bottom hand. And exhale, release. Bringing the hips back into your child pose. Relax the head. On your next inhale, let's bring it back up to all fours. So we're going to repeat the same. This time we're going to take the left foot off of the mat. So we just bring the foot off, and that's going to help open up that left hip. As we reach up with the right leg, again, the foot's in line with the hip. You can stay here, or we can practice your half moon. Stepping the left hand in front of your left shoulder. Slowly twist. So we open up that right hip. Reach up with your right arm and find a balance. You're working your external glutes here, so really lift the leg and hold. On your next exhale, let's slowly release. Coming back to all fours, take your time as we come onto the other side. That right foot comes off the mat. Right hand in front of the shoulder. Extend your left leg and slowly twist. And this is your half moon. Reaching up with that left arm. And exhale as we slowly lower. Bringing it back to all fours, tucking the toes, neutral spine as we lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to work three-legged dog now. Inhale as we reach up with your right leg, three-legged dog. Hips stay square. Exhale as you bring that leg all the way through, high lunge. Ground that front foot. Inhale as we reach the arms up. Finding a nice strong position. The hands can stay above the head or pop them on your hips for warrior 3. So transferring all the way into that front leg. Slowly lift up your back leg. Eventually you become horizontal. And we're engaging that left glute like we did on the floor, keeping the hips square. So you can either stay here or we can transfer into half moon like we did on the floor. Lowering your right hand in front of your right foot. Slowly open that left hip, reaching up with your left arm to find your balance. Half moon. On your next exhale, lower that left hand. Lift your left leg for your standing split for 5. Hips are square. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Relax the head, relax the shoulders as we roll up through your spine, coming straight into a tree pose on the same leg. So we ground your right foot, really lift and lengthen through that right side. The left sole of the foot comes below or above your knee. Use a wall if you need to. And let's find a balance here. Hands can come on the hips to center or reach the arms up. If it's uncomfortable in the shoulders, bring the arms wide. Okay, this one's good for concentration, so try and keep your gaze on the same spot. You can close down the eyes as well on this one. Test your balance. And then slowly come on out. Really good. Shaking out the legs if you need to. Coming up to the top of the mat. Spreading the toes. Inhale as you lift and lengthen through the front of the body. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to floor. Step or jump into your chaturanga. Inhale as you pull through to your cobra. And exhale as we lift straight into your downward facing dog. Hips are high. Inhale as we lift your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bring that leg all the way through, high lunge. Inhale as we reach up with the arms. Again, keep the arms here if you can, or pop them onto the waist. And we've got warrior 3. Inhale as we transfer. This plant. Okay, finding that horizontal position, keeping your balance. Either stay here or lower for half moon. Left hand in front of your left foot. Twist through the hips and reach up with that right arm. Keeping that right leg engaged. Finding your breath. And on your next exhale, let's lower that top hand. Keep that right leg high for standing split. The hips are square. 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower. Shaking out the shoulders. Let's roll up through your spine, leaving the head last. Coming onto tree on that left leg. Lift and lengthen through this left side. Placing the sole of the foot either below or above your knee. Let's find some stillness. Hands on your hips to center or above. Keep your gaze. And again, close down your eyes maybe. And exhale, slowly release. Giving your legs a little shake. So we're going to come straight into warrior 2 now. And we're going to try the transfer for half moon from this pose. So turning out your right foot, bending into that right knee. So warrior 2, lift and lengthen through this left leg. Your right foot is parallel to the long edge of the mat. The left is parallel to the short edge. Bend into the knee, nice and strong in the arms. Shoulders away from the ears. You can either stay here or let's try and lift into your half moon. So this right hand comes in front of your right foot. The left hand lifts as you lower. Control it down and we lift up your left leg for your half moon. Open up that left hip and find your balance here. Keep the leg high. Perfect. So we're going to reverse now and lower that left leg back into warrior two. Finding the balance here. Take a big breath in as you keep the legs where they are. Lengthen through the spine and let's lower your left arm down for reverse warrior. Reaching up and over with your right arm. And on your next exhale, we're going to windmill the arms either side of your right foot, squaring up that left hip for high lunge. Big breath in, exhale as we lift the hips into a standing triangle. So the hips become square, soften the knees as much as you need to, and you can step that back foot forwards if you need to for flexibility. Either stay here or step your left hand in front of your right foot. Take a breath in as you lengthen the spine and we can twist, reaching up with your right arm. Finding a balance here. Staying strong, shoulders away from the ears. You can also look up at that right hand. And on your next exhale, let's bring it down. Realign the shoulders, step that back foot forwards, and let's hold on to the elbows. Allow the head and shoulders to relax for a few breaths before we go on to the other side. Dropping the arms, let's slowly roll out through your spine. Bringing yourself into warrior two on this left side. So turning that left foot out, nice and strong in that right leg. Take a big breath in as we lift and lengthen. Exhale as you reach out with the arms. Either stay here or look for your half moon. Left hand comes in front. Lift that right leg. Control it up and find your balance. You can take as much time as you need. And reverse. Slowly lower that leg. Find your warrior two. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as we lower your right arm down. Reach up and over with the left. And exhale as you release. Bringing both feet to face forwards. We're going to take a big breath in as we lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale as we forward fold for a wide position. Relax the head and just rock the arms side to side. Allow the knees to relax. Inhale as we lift and lengthen through the spine. The hands come onto the hips. Lead with the chest and come back to warrior two. We're going to windmill the arms round either side of that left foot. Take a big breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale as we lift the hips into your triangle. Again, step that back foot forwards if you need to. Either stay here or inhale as you lengthen the spine. Let's bring that right hand in front of the left foot for a twist. Reaching up with that left arm. And exhale as we lower. Align the shoulders, align the hips as we step your back foot forwards. And again, let's shake out the arms, relax the head. We're going to toe heel the feet a little bit wider now. The toes turn out as we bend into the knees and come into your squat. Using the hands, push into the palms and bring the knees wide by using the elbows to gently press. This is an active stretch, so keep the glutes engaged. Keep lengthening up through the spine and let's bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. You can close down your eyes here. Breathing into the belly for another 3 breaths. On your next exhale, lower the hands, lengthen the legs for a forward fold. You can either stay here, repeat your squat, or if anyone would like to try a crow pose, coming into a hand balance, we bring the hands in front of the shoulders, spread the fingers so the fingers are active, bend into the elbows, and you lean forward so the shoulders come over the wrists, the knees come on top of the elbows or higher, and bring the weight into the fingertips. Either stay here to see how it feels, or lift one leg and then maybe the other. You want to bring the feet together so your alignment's correct. Keep pushing up through your upper back and let's hold this balance for 3 breaths. Keeping the hips high. And on your next exhale, slowly come on out, finding that forward fold. Release the wrists, release the shoulders. And we're going to ground the body now, coming into your child pose. I'm going to talk through the technique of your headstand. We haven't done this one yet, so just take it slow. If you need a wall, use a wall. You don't have to go upside down as well if you don't want to. So in yoga, we measure up your headstand by aligning the elbows forearm distance apart. So just make sure the elbows are in that position. Interlock the hands, and we're just going to support the head with the hands and just see how this feels first. Tucking into the chin and just see how that feels. Always make sure your shoulders are active, you're not relaxing down, you're pushing away from the floor. So we're going to add a little bit more weight now through the neck and shoulders. If anyone has any issues with the upper neck, avoid this movement at all, okay? So interlocking the hands, back into that same position, squeeze the elbows towards each other as you tuck the toes and lift the hips. The closer in the feet come towards the head, the more weight you have in the upper body. You can either stay here or try and bend into one knee. You can either stay here or bend into the other knee. And you've come into your tuck. And this is your tuck headstand. You can either stay here or straighten the legs. Nice and controlled. Again, hold in for 3 breaths. And always come down the same way. So slowly bend and control the feet down. Releasing the head. Let's ground the hands and work through a few cat-cows just to bring in a bit of movement and realign the hips. Really good. So we're going to finish today with one gentle twist on each side. We're going to come round onto the back of the body. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. And if you did do a headstand, just check in and see how the head and neck feel. Taking a few deep breaths, allowing the shoulders to relax towards the floor. And we're going to bring both knees up, give your legs a nice big hug. As you bring the knees towards your chest. And exhale as you relax both legs towards the right. You can reach out with the hands in line with the shoulders. And on your next inhale, let's bring the knees back up towards your chest. You can have another big hug. And exhale, release towards the left. Lengthening out. And bringing the knees back to center. Making any extra stretches if you need to. But when you're ready, we're going to come into your final pose, Savasana. Feel free to add a jumper or cushions if you need to, if you're cold or for support. Lengthening out the legs and just allowing the arms to relax wherever comfortable. Taking a moment here, and we're just going to bring your awareness to your breath. The natural inhale and exhale, either through the nose or mouth. We're just going to work through a gentle breathing exercise. So as you take your next inhale, think about a positive thought. Maybe you've tried your first balance today. Maybe you've accomplished something in work. And on your next exhale, we're going to let go of any negativity, any stress that you might have in the body or mind. Try and release that with your next exhale. And just working through this for a few more breaths. Breathing in some positive energy. It can even be a colour. If you think of a nice colour that brings positivity, maybe yellow or orange. And as you exhale, just slowly feel the body relax as you release tension and any stress. And when you're ready, slowly bring the knees up. Use your hands to support the body and bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. You can cross the legs or stay laid down if you prefer. And well done for joining in today. I hope you enjoyed the balance exercises. Let me know how you got on. Enjoy your day. Namaste.